Hi children, so welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about the chapter perimeters and areas of class 6th APTS and NCERT. So it is also useful for all other classes. So since it is the basic of the geometry, so it can be used by all the classes, as well as so questions will be asked in competitive exams, right? So without any delay, so we shall start the class, right? So before going to that, so if you haven't subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel and share with your friends, right? Now first of all, in this chapter we are going to discuss about perimeter, right? So what is meant by perimeter? See, here a boy is running around this fountain, right? See, if this is point A, so from this point he started running and he rounded around the fountain, right? So one complete round, so whatever the round, if he makes one complete round, so that particular length what he has traveled is nothing but we call it as the perimeter of this particular fountain, right? Likewise, so if you take some other example, so he is having a field, so to this field he wanted to construct a fence. So if you want to construct a fence, so how much amount of material does he require? So that will be obtained by the means of perimeter, right? So the use of perimeter is nothing but so finding out the length of the boundary, right? So for this field, so if you consider, so this is nothing but the length of the boundary. So this is the length of the boundary. So if you add all those orange colored lines, then clearly what we can say, so that is nothing but perimeter of this particular field. So whereas, so different shapes will have their own perimeters, right? So from this what I can say, so perimeter is nothing but the distance covered along the boundary. So along the boundary, forming a closed figure when we go around the figure once, right? So if we consider a circle, then the distance covered by this particular path is nothing but is perimeter of this particular figure. So if you construct a triangle, then the distance traveled around this particular triangle gives me my perimeter, right? So here also we need to consider it once, right? So likewise different figures have different perimeters. So from this, in short, what I can say, the length of the boundary, so length of the boundary of a closed figure is nothing but we call it as perimeter of the given figure, right? So just you need to remember length of the boundary. So already we know length is usually represented in meters or kilometers or centimeters, right? So if you observe these particular figures, so if you want to write the perimeters of these figures, so how can you write the perimeter of these figures? So if you observe this particular figure, so we are having A, B, C, D as its vertices, and all the sides are nothing but line segments, right? So if you want to, so you consider this particular as figure 1, this as figure 2, and this as figure 3. Now let us find the perimeters of each and every figure. Now first of all, if I go with figure number 1, so what is the perimeter of this? So perimeter is nothing but, so for suppose if I start from A, then I will be moving in this direction or this direction. So any direction you can move. So again you need to come back to position A along these sides once, right? So then what we are going to get the perimeter of this particular thing is nothing but, first we will go along AB, next we will go along BC, next we will go along CD, next we will go along DA. So when you add all these distances, so this distance is nothing but called as length of the boundary, so which we call it as the perimeter. So this is nothing but perimeter of the first figure. So likewise if I move on with the second question, so clearly, so from anywhere I can start, so there is no restriction that I need to start from A only, right? So you may start from D, right? So if you start from D, so if you go in anti-clockwise direction, so D, E, F, A, likewise you can continue. So D, E plus E, F plus F, A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, D. So for complete round, so how many distances we have covered? So we have covered 6 distances, because since it is a hexagon, so it will have 6 sides. So sum of those 6 sides is nothing but my perimeter of this particular figure, right? Now the same way for third one, so you can say it easily, no? So what is that? AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EA. So from where I started, from A I started, and here at the end I got A again. So here also you can understand I started at D and I finished at D. Here also I started at A and I finished at A. So you need to make one complete rotation, right? Then whatever the length that is covered is nothing but we call it as the perimeter of the given figure, right? Now let's move on to the perimeter of our regular figures. So perimeter of a rectangle. So for suppose this is my rectangle ABCD. This is my rectangle ABCD, and one more thing I know that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, right? Opposite sides are parallel as well as equal, and each angle is 90 degrees. So we know that each angle of this particular rectangle is 90 degrees. Now if I want to find the perimeter of the rectangle, so perimeter of the rectangle means nothing but sum of all sides. So sum of length of all its sides is nothing but AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Already we know that AB is equal to CD. The same way BC is equal to DA. So AB plus, instead of, so BC plus CD, instead of CD I have written AB, instead of DA I have written BC. So AB plus AB is nothing but 2 times of AB plus 2 times of BC. So then the formula for this is 2 times of AB plus BC. So in general, so the side which is having longer length is nothing but we call it as length, right? And the shorter length we call it as breadth. Now, so in general, if I want to write the perimeter of rectangle, then I can write it as perimeter is equal to 2 times of length plus breadth. So perimeter is given as 2 times of length plus breadth. So directly you can make use of this particular formula, because we are having 2 lengths. So one is this length AB and other length is CD. Likewise breadth BC as well as AD, right? So likewise you can directly say the perimeter of a rectangle. So perimeter of rectangle is nothing but P is equal to 2 times of length plus breadth, which we can read it as 2 times of L plus B, right? Likewise if we move on to square, so what is meant by a square? In square all side lengths are equal. That means if I consider this particular square as ABCD, then AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA, and each angle is 90 degrees. Now if I want perimeter, what I should do? I need to take sum of lengths, which is nothing but AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So if I add, since all the sides are equal, so instead of BC, CD and DA, I can write AB, AB, AB. So how many ABs are there? 4 times of AB. So from this what I can say clearly here, so perimeter of square is nothing but 4 times of side of a square. So perimeter of square is nothing but 4 times of side of a square. So this I can simply write it as, so 4 into some S. So 4 into some S. So in short, if you want to represent, you can represent in this particular way, where S is nothing but side of a square. Next we will be talking about regular polygon. So what is meant by regular polygon? So regular polygon means all of its sides should be having equal length. All sides should have equal length, and at the same time angles also should be equal. All the interior angles, whatever the angles we have, all the angles should be of equal measure. That means all sides should be equal, all angles should be equal, then we call such figures as regular polygons. So polygon means nothing but an n-sided figure, so which is having all sides equal, right? So regular polygon means so a polygon which is having all sides equal and all angles as equal. Now let us see the perimeter of those particular regular polygons. So one after the other. So first of all we are talking about, so in a regular polygon the minimum sides that we can consider is 3. So if you are having 3 sides, then such a polygon is nothing but we call it as equilateral triangle, right? So if you want to find the perimeter of equilateral triangle, so it is nothing but number of sides into length of any side. Likewise for everything you are going to have the same thing. So square is nothing but 4-sided polygon, so 4-sided regular polygon, right? So it is nothing but 4 times of length of side. Likewise pentagon perimeter is nothing but 5 times of length of side. Hexagon 6 times of length of any side. Octagon is 8 times of length of any side. Likewise if you consider n-gon, so n-gon means nothing but n-sided polygon, right? So for this particular thing, so we can simply write it as n into length of any side, n into length of any side, right? So if you know one side of a regular polygon, then directly so number of sides into length of any side gives me the answer, right? Now here the note point, so what it says is, so units of perimeter is nothing but the given units. So whatever the units that are given in the question, so those units you need to consider as the units, right? Let us move on to the questions, right? So question number 1, so exercise 10.1, question number 1. So if you observe, so what is given, find the perimeter of each of the following shapes. So there are some shapes given, so you need to find out the perimeter of each shape. So what is perimeter? So we know the perimeter of each, so perimeter is nothing but given by sum of all sides, no? So perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. Now from this what I can say, so which is nothing but given by, I can write as AB plus BC plus CD plus DE. So this is DE plus EA. So if you substitute the values, so this is nothing but 40 centimeters, this is 50 centimeters, and next 35 centimeters, next 60 centimeters, and next is 45 centimeters. Now if you add all these, so how to do addition? So 5 plus 5, so first you add all the units places. So 5 plus 5 is 10, so 1 will be carry. Next 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 6 18, 18 plus 4 22 plus 1 23. So the answer is 230 centimeters. So likewise we can find out the perimeter of this particular figure, right? Next moving on to one more question. So here first of all you observe the things. So since AB is 8 centimeters, then clearly GH is also 8 centimeters. So first write down the values. Next if AL is 3 centimeters, then obviously BC is also 3 centimeters, right? Now if this is 3 centimeters, then this is also 3 centimeters. If this is 5 centimeters, then this is also 5 centimeters. If this is 3 centimeters, this is also 3 centimeters. If this is 2 centimeters, then this HI is also 2 centimeters. Now if I want perimeter, so I need to add all these parts. Now moving on, so what we are going to get, 8 plus 3 plus 3 plus, so 8 completed, 3 completed, 3 completed. Next 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. So what I did here, so I have completed one round. So in anti-clockwise direction I have moved through all the sides. So if you observe how many sides will be, so let us see. Since L is nothing but the 12th letter of English alphabet, right? So that means you should get 12 numbers. So 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So is that correct? So totally how many sides we are getting? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So where we have missed one thing? So first is 8, 3, 3, 5, 3, 2, next 8, 2, 5, 3 and 3, right? So if you add all these, so what I am going to get? So how many 8s are there? So 2 8s are there, so 2 8s are 16. Next how many 3s are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 3s are 15. Next how many 5s are there? So 2 5s are there, 2 5s are 10. Next how many 2s are there? So how many 2s are given? So 2 2s, which is nothing but 4. So I am adding all these. 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 plus 10 30, 30 plus 15, which is nothing but 45 centimeters, right? So if you observe, so 8 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. So totally what I am getting? 45 centimeters. Next, so this is nothing but a staircase you have observed at your homes, right? So if I add all these, so how many 2s are there? So 1 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 and one more 2. So totally how many 2s are having? So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So perimeter is equal to 6 into 2 plus how many 6s are there? So there are 2 6s. So 2 into 6. So 6 2s are how much? 12. 2 6 are how much? 12. So 12 plus 12, which is nothing but 24 centimeters, right? So let us see one more question, so related to this. So since this is 4 centimeters, so its opposite also 4 centimeters. If this is 4, then this is also 4. If this is 4 centimeters, then this is also 4 centimeters. If this is 2, then this is also 2. If this is 2, then this is also 2. If this is 4, then this also 4. Now look at the figure. So how many 4s are there? So first of all you count them. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So totally, so if you want to find the perimeter of this, how many 4s are there? So there are 8 4s. So 8 into 4 plus. Next how many 2s are there? 1 2 3 4. So totally 4 2s are there. So 4 into 2. So this gives me 8 4s are 32 plus 4 2s are 8. So 32 plus 8 is nothing but 40 centimeters. So this is nothing but the problem related to the perimeter from the given figure, right? So thank you for watching the video. So thank you very much.